The first thing I want to talk about is children. Don't worry, if you're on a register, which I'm sure some of you are, not that kind of chat, you won't get in trouble. It's estimated that here in the UK, up to 1/5 of households have hungry children in them. Children that aren't eating enough. Whose parents, for whatever reason, I don't know, they're on benefits, they can't work, they're not getting enough money, they're choosing between heating and eating, and it always gets worse at this time of year. And one of the things that we do is give them free school meals. And this is important because it means that they actually get at least one hot meal a day. And recently, there was a move by a Manchester United player called Marcus Rashford. I detest Manchester United, but I do admire this young man who's used his celebrity for something other than spit roasting women in hotels. He's made a push to elongate the free meal system to go through school holidays so that kids can still have some nutrition. There was a vote in Parliament as to whether this should happen. The government, Conservatives, cold Conservatives, the Tory party, voted against it. Now, some did abstain. Most of those are on holiday. A couple have actually resigned, but they voted against free school meals to be extended over the holidays for the poorest children. It was claimed that it's nothing more than something driven by millionaire celebrities. Keep in mind, we're talking about children who aren't getting enough to eat, not having a PlayStation, not having a foreign holiday, not getting enough to eat. Now, Brendan Clark Smith, double-barreled surname, sure sign of an absolute arsehole. He said this, I'm going to read this verbatim. Where is the slick PR campaign encouraging absent parents to take some responsibility for their children? First point. Brendan, you're in the government. It's your fucking job to make the slick fucking programs to educate people as to how to feed their kids. Your job. Nobody else's. Yours. So keep up. So, he then came out with, I do not believe in nationalising children. Nationalising children. Remember, we're talking about feeding poor kids. We're the 6th wealthiest nation on earth. On earth. How in the fuck do we have children not eating? How can we say there's not enough money to feed these kids for a couple of weeks when we can give fucking Serco, the most dependent child in this country, 12 billion to build a database that did not work? 12 billion for an Excel database. Billion. But that's all right. As Stephen pointed out the other day, Boris spunked £53 million up the wall on a fucking flowery bridge that didn't happen. But we can't find a few million quid to feed some kids. Brendan Clark Smith went on to say, instead, we need to get back to the idea of taking responsibility. And this means less celebrity virtue signalling on Twitter by proxy and more action to tackle the real causes of child poverty. The real causes. This is a man in the party that in 2015 redefined the meaning of child poverty to improve their fucking stats. They changed the rules so that starving kids weren't officially classed as starving kids anymore. They moved poverty. This is what they do, but he said we need to do something. No one should be pointing out the starving children. We should be educating adults as to how to better look after their kids. Now, someone today argued me that's the point, and I agree. We should be educating people to manage money. But at the same time, there will always be those who can't, for whatever reason. Maybe they're just shit people. Maybe they're just shit with money. Maybe they're loser fucking parents. It's not the kids' fault. It's not the children's fault. We should still be making sure they get fed. We're falling into that trap again and going, well, it's just scroungers, isn't it? Like we have every year with benefits and things like that. Oh, scroungers, who account for a minuscule amount of the cost of this country. It's inconsequential. Even more so now when you look at the amount of people being pushed into poverty with increased job losses, increased financial pressures, life pressures, health pressures, because of lockdowns and other idiotic government ideas to further fuck our lives in the interest of making sure they get re-elected in a few years' time. It's uncaring. It's cruel. It's fucking wrong. It's disgusting. If we can afford to pay Serco and G4C and these other companies to run things ineffectively, poorly, and cost so much money, if we can invest in foreign nations, if we can invest in this, why can't we invest in something the country does need, which is its citizens? I've had an argument many times with people that are advocates of particularly more on the right in America, how it's not a right to have healthcare, it's not a right to have education. If you are any kind of capitalist, any kind, you will understand that every business requires investment. If you can invest more in a product, you're probably going to get a higher profit yield. You're going to have a better product. We need to invest in our young people. We want them to be healthy and smart. And as a result, our nation will be lifted. But to sit there and say, well, we'll just educate the parents, doesn't put a meal in that kid's belly. Yes, Graham.
There's something I don't understand about this. How would it work? If all the schools have closed, how were they going to give school meals to kids? I genuinely don't get it.
We've done it before. In fact, a lot of schools did it off their own back.
Right.
The parents could just go and collect a meal.
They're just talking about going and collecting food.
Yeah, I mean, literally, they've done it before. Our schools have done it off their own back. There was a headmistress not long ago and a headmaster that delivered them during lockdown, paid for them out of their own pockets.
I know. Yeah, I know there was a thing during lockdown, but schools themselves were open. How is it supposed to work next week when the schools are closed?
Well, that's what it's supposed to fund. There's a meal in place. They will go and open the kitchens. You know, they will deliver to the people who go to school. I don't think it necessarily has to come from school. It has to be a hot meal. Yeah, because it might be the only one those kids get.
No, I get that. I just don't. I suspect it would have been a catastrophic failure. I also think that with the amount of money that the Tories have been throwing around recently, it's probably a catastrophic failure that they should have tried rather than just voting against it. I don't think it would have worked. Not for a second.
You don't think they could have opened kitchens and fed some kids?
No, I think it would have been a failure, an absolute failure, with a few days' notice. What have they done?
They've not had a few days.
What have they done in the last? Well, it's next week.
Weeks.
Yeah, but they've just done the vote, and it's next week, isn't it?
They put it off because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, right, it's very emotive to say free school meals. We need to feed kids. It's a good point, but it would have failed. Guaranteed. The only way you could have done it, the only realistic way you're doing it is by giving people extra money for 2 weeks or giving food banks.
That's not the only realistic way.
Well, how are you going to...
You have a delivery, you have a point for pickup, and it's not hard to sort catering out. It's not impossible. Yeah, it's not a logistic impossibility.
Yeah, but you're saying that, but what have they got right in the last 6 months? You know, everything's fucking
so
failed.
Don't try.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I said. I said
just fucking do it.
I said try, but it would have failed.
What they do is give a lot of money to the people that are already doing this.
Yeah,
and that's the way you do it. The people that run the soup kitchens, the food banks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it.
That's how it works. They put it together. You collect it from the school, from the local church, from wherever.
Yes,
that's how it works.
That's what I was thinking on the way down here.
When I said school dinners, I didn't mean they'd go in and eat in school. Although,
well, I think that's what a lot of people are thinking, though. But there is like a logistical reality. Or what this vote actually was should we give the food banks more money, or should we give food providers more money?
Well, it's just
that's essentially what it was.
Do we give enough money that people can feed these children.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Because you never, it wouldn't have made any sense to keep school kitchens open.
No, I think it's just school meals means that meal during the day. It would be distributed by other means, like they've done it with cold food in the past, haven't they? Sandwich bags.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's school had cold food the last couple of months.
It's an increased version of that. That's all it is. It would have been a drop in the ocean, logistically possible, because the infrastructure's there.
Yeah,
it just requires the funding.
I still think they would have failed, but I think they should have at least tried.
I don't think they'd have failed that badly. I think they'd have failed less than they have by not doing it.
Because to me,
they've not done it as a point of principle.
It's not necessarily that. It's the money can be put there, but it's, for me, that the reality of how it would work is the same parents that aren't feeding the kids, not all of them, but the ones that are really vulnerable and really hard done by, they're the same arsehole parents that aren't going to go get that food.
I know, but
that aren't
we can't
do
fix that as well.
You know what I mean? So what you're looking at is that for me, the people who would have benefited from it is the people who are already feeding the kids, because they're then saving a bit of money, aren't they? You know,
it was also the ones that can't. The fact is, we could never choose because we can't get to everybody.
Yeah, no, I know, I understand that.
The arsehole parents are arsehole parents. We can't fix that. My point is, for us to say it's throwing money away. If you feed 50% of those kids, that's 50% of kids that are getting a fucking meal.
Yeah, no, I get that.
We spunk the money at the wall on every other fucking thing, but we can't do it for this. And pricks online who probably think that they're being very conservative and very proper and Tory. Well, you shouldn't have had kids if you can't care for them. Yeah, welcome to the fucking world.
Like I said, I think this is personally, I don't think it would have worked very well. But I think that it's probably...
I know there are people out there that would have broken their backs to make it fucking work.
Yeah.
Because they're doing it now for nothing. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. They'll be fed. More kids will be fed than would have been if these places went in operation. They needed a little more funding.
So do you think then with the... You know, in terms of like the bottom line, how things have turned out, because this vote was turned down, donations to that charity have gone through the fucking roof.
No,
like phenomenal.
You know what? I don't think they have.
Do you think no, they have? It was trending all over Twitter.
I don't think it depends, doesn't it? Which charity? Which one?
The one I can't remember the name of it.
And what sticks in my fucking throat?
What?
Is that in a country where you're paying fucking taxes?
Yeah.
We're going to charities. Only a country that's fucking failed has charities for food.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
Fucking failed.
The reality right now is that charity that feeds
the reality
kids,
right now is that government, without any fucking trouble whatsoever, could have gone to every single big city, no fucking problem, because they can distribute money like that. To mayors, to council leaders. And that could have been put out there, and it would have improved the fucking situation. So I don't really give a fuck about it. I think logistically, I don't fucking care.
Yeah,
put 50 fucking million down, get the money in. I don't care if half of it's fucking spent on coke and hookers. Get that money into those fucking kids.
Yeah,
and that's what should have happened.
But has it? But what if it has? It has now happened though.
No, but where's it? Has it happened equally and everywhere? Has it been sorted? No, exactly, because it's charity. You rely on people are giving.
You don't know that either.
Hold on. We're in the worst... just calm your tits. We're in the worst fucking economic situation.
I'm not the one getting excited right now, Aidan.
We're in the worst fucking economic situation we've been in our fucking lifetime. Mm-hmm. People are donating to one charity, they're taking off another. Now, it could be in a more affluent area. Oh, I'll give to the food bank, I'll give more. Is that going to get to fucking Tyneside? In time.
I don't know.
Whereas funding to local government can be done instantly. Well, they won't do it. They haggled over 5 million of fucking Manchester. It's a political point. It's a political fucking point, because we can hand money out, hand over fucking fists to everything.
I just think that you're very, very emotionally involved with it, and the reality is right now that the charity, I can't remember the name of it now. If you look at it, it's like Fresh something over, right? And then they're not feeding rich kids. The whole point of them. That's the one that Marcus was around, right? So people have consensually given the money to it.
Yeah.
So that's a good, it just on balance, surely things are kind of all right then. The Tories are still bastards.
No, it's still a fucking million miles from all right.
But the thing is, though, Hayden, if people have consensually given that money, right?
Yeah.
If it had been done via the government or via taxes, they're still giving the money anyway. But just in a year from now or 5 years from now, when they start hiking the taxes up from everything they're doing now. So, is it...
No, you see, you're getting into all this side of it, and it's all fucking irrelevant.
It's not...
We're the sixth richest country in the fucking world.
Yeah.
We've got kids that aren't being fed.
Yeah.
We have to have a fucking footballer.
Yeah.
Begging to feed them during a school fucking holiday.
I get that.
That's my point.
I get that. Yeah,
I don't
give
a fuck about logistics. I don't give a fuck if someone's giving it to the charity. My point entirely is the attitude towards this.
Yeah.
I can't get into the logistics on this any more than you can. What's in place? How do we do it? No. My entire point is that we've arrived at a fucking point where some kid that plays for Manchester United is now being pulled apart in Parliament.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's no good going on to me about logistics, because anything is possible. If there's will, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, if they can get £60 million to fucking Sheffield overnight, do you know what, to be distributed to businesses?
I said that, Aidan. I said that at the top. I think
so. It could be done.
And
the fact that it's been put in by charity is doubly sickening, because the taxes are being paid anyway. Taxes are going to go up year on year, regardless. Yeah. And we'll still have starving fucking children, because some people are sat there right now going, well, it's the parents' fault. Fuck them.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying, though.
No, but that's what I'm talking about. That's the whole fucking point of this.
There is a balance, though. I think, it is a good. It's bad the way the Tories handled it, and they should have funded it. But it's good that there's awareness enough so that people are doing it by consent. They're actually paying for it by consent.
Right. I'm talking about the government now.
Like in terms of like.
I'm talking about the government now in this show. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Everyone people give to charity. People give the last fucking bean. We know some kids will be fed, but so many more could have been fed if we weren't playing political fucking games and trying to appease fucking voters on this side, voters on that side, brush it under the fucking carpet. And like I say, Marcus Rashford, I'm not a United fan. I don't look to footballers for inspiration for many things. But we're watching that kid being torn apart because he's rich.
Yeah.
And because he spoke out. Why is this millionaire speaking out? He wasn't born a fucking millionaire. He got to be a millionaire because unlike half the fucking gammony red-faced cunts sat at home right fucking now saying, fuck those poor kids, I don't believe they exist anyway, he worked really fucking hard. Knocked his fucking pan out to be the best at what he does.
He's been talking about this for a year now as well, hasn't he?
I've got to give it to the kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's doing what he can. And I can't knock him.
Lacey's telling me to mute his mic. I'm the one that I can mute myself. Would you like that? It's just, I just thought it was an interesting thing.
No, it is
because I haven't thought. Because when I was on my bike down here, I was thinking about the free school meals thing. I was like, how the hell are you going to get school meals to kids? Like, it doesn't make. Like, it would have.
Do you know,
to be
there's another thing you're not considering. You talk about charity. If you put a call out next week, tomorrow, listen, for the poorest kids, we just need head teacher and a couple of canteen staff. Not to cook, just put it out. They'd be there like that.
Yeah, dude, I email my kids' school every week and offer my services.
But they'd be there.
Yeah, I've worked in kitchens.
Because they do it off their own back. So the logistics of even serving them isn't a problem.
Yeah, and
you could have them in school.
And if they were doing that, I would have been one of the people serving, guaranteed.
So they could have. But, any of this was possible. Not with a day's notice, most people would turn in. So logistically, it's not that difficult. Mostly it's a matter of scaling up. Suppliers aren't short on anything. You know, we're talking the basics. Logistically, it can be done. Financially, it can be done. Oh, we've already borrowed too much money. Who the fuck have we borrowed money off? It doesn't exist. None of it exists. When they say to us we'll be paying back the cost of coronavirus for the next 2 generations, truth is, who we paying?
Well,
no money's actually moved anywhere, has it? It's all a load of bollocks.
I mean,
Feed the fucking kids.
It's
End of.
Well, it's bonds, isn't it? It's like government bonds and stuff.
It's all a load of bollocks. Nothing.
Savings.
It's numbers on a computer screen that aren't backed up with anything else.
Well, not entirely. I mean, it is.
Almost completely entirely. I mean, that's how the system works.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it is people's savings that they dip into. It is real people's real money that they are going into. There is kind of, well, that's a whole thing for another show.
That's mostly financial institution lending. Not once you get onto the global stage, it's not backed up by anything. That's the whole point. When we moved away from the gold standard, we were dealing on promises.
Yeah, but that's what it is, though. It's a government bond, but it is a real person who you are promising to give money to eventually. Like,
Who is it, though? Who is it?
Well, it's people with savings. It's real people. Government bonds are real things. They do go out.
Bank. You know, it's all a load of bollocks. It's all a load of fucking bollocks. All of it. It's like Greece. You're in debt now. Who to? The World Bank. The what? When did they give Greece money? Well, it was long-term borrowing. Did any money come into Greece? No, it's what they were let off with something else. What the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, the fact is, we can afford it. We can fucking afford it.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, look at, was that company, a company was set up, and a couple of weeks later, got a £100 million deal from the government to produce PPE. Just so happens that the directors of this company were connected to government people by marriage and friendship. Totally, purely coincidental. It's a shame Marcus Rashford didn't donate to the fucking Tory party. Then we might have seen something done. I'm just disgusted by the whole fucking thing. And even more when I see ordinary fucking people, online defending the government. That drives me fucking insane.
That's the thing. The irony. That's the irony, isn't it? Because they have been such scumbags about it that people are donating because it's like a fuck you thing. It's weird the way things work out in that way.
It's fucking revolting. Absolutely fucking revolting.